Hey, good morning guys, this is Naoki. I'm a registered nurse working in Australia. Today I'm going to show you guys how my everyday life is like when I work in the afternoon shift as a nurse. So let's get started. So as soon as I open my bedroom door, Boo Boo climbs up the stairs and say hi to me. So cute. As I usually work in the afternoon shift, I go to the bed pretty late and wake up fairly late. This is how it makes a night owl, doesn't it? Just getting ready to hit the gym. Just need to get my messy curly hair tidied up. Temper is a given gift. I've recently moved to a new place where the gym is accommodated, so it's pretty convenient and I'm absolutely in love with it. As per usual, a day doesn't start without a coffee, so grabbing the first coffee for the day at the cafe before working out. I usually get either latte or flat white, and sometimes randomly change my mind, so I often confuse the cafe staff as they tend to remember my preference. Lol. The gym is pretty neat and cool. What I love the most is there's just few people around this time of the day. When I have time, I just sit and relax here and watch people. I can almost fall asleep here. I am a total gym nut, but just can't usually complete a day without working out. It's just good for mental health, you know? Just closing my eyes for a sec. It's me, hi. I love taking photos in the toilet. Maybe this message is for me. You can do grocery shopping as well. I'm home. Boo Boo was arrogantly waiting for me. Before I get headed, I will make another coffee with an espresso machine. They are very handy and taste not bad at all. Apparently, this machine can make loads of types of coffee and even milk hot, but I've no clue how to. Anyways, they are great. You can order several types of capsules online and it can last forever. So until I leave, I usually relax on the couch, do some research and do life elements. One of my favorite time, chillax. So let me talk about Boo a little bit. His breed is called Bengal. He's a breed from Asian Leopard. I got him before COVID hits and he has been an absolutely amazing part in my life. Why is that so? Because I was badly allergic to cats, like my eyes and face get swollen, but thanks to Boo, Bengal's hypoallergenicness, I'm a cat lover now. At the moment, I don't study or have no side hustles. When I used to study postgraduate, I would replace this relaxing time to studying. I'm thinking of doing something again lately, but I will see how I feel about that. So as you can see, I just play with Boo for a while until I have to get going. Another cat, Gwen, she is somewhere around. To be fair, if I had to prepare for my English exam or study something like before, I would go to the library to study. When the sun comes into the place, it is warm and very comfortable inside. It creates a perfect space for the cats. Finally, I'm outside. I usually drive to everywhere. Sydney is big. Without a car, it makes it difficult to get to a place to another. I pretty much lost tolerance to public transport, to be honest. Oh, this car though, a second-hand Toyota Corolla. It was only $2,000 I paid. I was very lucky. Just came to Chatswood in the north of Sydney and bought some boxes for my new place. Chatswood has so many Asian staff here that you feel comfortable with. As my work is near the city, driving back to the city area now. Before that, I felt like having a acai bowl, so heading to the suburb called Roselle. It is located near Anzac Bridge. It is quite fancy and has great shops around. The sky is very clear. It is in the middle of summer here in Australia, so the temperature could be above 40 degrees. When that happens, it's golden. Also, around this time of year, you can see lots of jacarandas, the purple flowers on the trees. I personally like it as much as I like sakura. So let me tell you about how afternoon shift goes as a nurse here. It's like Junya Kimmu in Japan. It starts at 2 o'clock and finishes at 10:30, but it varies depends on the hospitals. Like I mentioned in the previous video, Morning staff finishes at 3:30, so there is a few hours overlaps so that handover between morning staff and afternoon staff can be done within the hours effectively. It's the same scenario at night. Night staff comes at 9:30, so we have 1 hour to hand over. So I work on a ward in a surgical hospital, so 99% of the time I look after patients who underwent some sort of elective procedures, such as orthopedics, ENT, cosmetics, and more to come. Depending on the days, the types of procedures change. One day lots of orthopedics and another day tons of cosmetics. What always doesn't change is we receive patients from PACU in the afternoon shift. Sometimes it could be 20 patients. It is a really volatile environment, but it is also enjoyable. From my memory, when I worked as a nurse in Japan, usually there is a leader nurse and the leader nurse receives handover from all the team members regarding their patients, and the leader hands over everything to the next leader, at least at where I worked. Whereas at where I work, individual nurses hand over to all the nurses who are going to work on the next shift so that everyone is aware of every single patient's details. After that, the team leader allocates patients to each nurse. Then we start making our time planner. Back home in Japan, we get to work to collect patients' information even before shift commences, don't we? Anyways, this is the famous bridge, Harbour Bridge. This is such an icon and always behind Opera House in some pictures. Apparently, it was the first bridge that linked Sydney and the North Side in history. Like, if you wanted to go to the northern beaches, which I believe the beaches there are way more clean and beautiful compared to the beaches on guidebooks like Bondi Beach and Coogee Beach. Beaches there have less people as well, so you can indulge the space more. It might appear the traffic here is not as bad, but actually it can get horrendous. The other day, I got stuck in the middle of the bridge for 30 minutes. People want to avoid the rush hours, honestly. So now we are approaching to my favorite bridge to get to Rosal. So this one is called Anzac Bridge. What I love about this bridge is it has an amazing ocean view and pretty sunset sometimes. Also, walking along the bridge can be a nice city hike. On top of that, there is a bay area called Bay Run under the bridge. It has a running and a walking course, and the view from the bay at night is just stunning. Roselle is located right after the bridge. I'm not going to lie, this is not a type of place I could afford to live, but it's okay to dream of, isn't it? Yeah, I've arrived to the destination, Fruitologist. Wow, it's really warm outside. It's completely opposite season to Japan. Fruitologist has a quite long queue usually, but today is a weekday, so it's fine. So here, they sell fresh products, that's all I know. The little cafe inside also sells drinks and food. Yay, I got the acai bowl. I crave for this every now and then. Although I don't eat that healthy, being here makes me feel as though I was healthy. Okay, let me come back to the topic about my afternoon shift, shall we? So yeah, we mainly receive patients from PACU to the ward in the afternoon shift. Unlike Japan, we go and collect the patients. They don't bring up the patient until we are happy to receive, given the patient's condition. Like we all do back home, patient's ID, histories, background, procedure performed, and medications used or taken and so on needs to be checked. So on the ward, we make sure patients are coming out of anesthetics, pains control, nausea and vomits are managed. Also, we take care of PCA, IV fluids, and drains. We directly discuss with anesthetists and surgeons regarding concerns, as junior doctors don't really exist here. A team leader makes sure of team members. Yes, team leader also has patient loading. But everyone helps each other and ensures all are coping alright. This is how I like about the hospital I work. These patients we look after usually go home in a few days to within a week. Turnover is pretty fast. Some patients go home with some sort of service at home so that they can be discharged earlier, and don't have to stay in the hospital unnecessarily. Anyways, I'm getting closer to work, but I still have a bit of time until I start, so I decided to drop by the park nearby. I found this Americanized sushi at the shop, lobster salmon sushi or something like that. It wasn't very nice. I miss the real ones at home, really. I'm at work. I wish I could show you guys the hospital I work. It would be amazing for sure. But I don't want to be in trouble. It's already dark when I finish work. Usually everyone finishes on time properly, otherwise overtime is paid. Some places are lit up for Christmas, as you can see, very nice. So this is pretty much how my day goes when I work. Again, I wish I could show you around the hospital, but I have no authority. Just hoping you can imagine a little about how nurses work in Australia with my video. So anyways, thank you guys always for watching my boring video until the end. As usual, if you have any questions, put in the comments and I will try to answer as much as I can. じゃあまた次回のビデオで。さよなら。